Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Episode 26, How to be Proactive in Life. The word proactive means that we are acting in anticipation of events that haven't occurred. It implies we are thinking about how we are responding to situations we expect to happen. It also means that we are taking responsibility for our actions instead of watching our lives as observers. When we are proactive, we maintain control of the course our lives take. Notice, I didn't say we maintain control of our lives because we can only control ourselves and our responses. When we are reactive, we allow circumstances and others to determine our actions. We are merely surviving when we are in reactive mode. But by taking the time to look at our options, look at alternatives, we can consciously choose which direction we want our lives to take. Proactive living means we look ahead and see if we can expect situations and seek resolutions or ways to bypass the potential issue before it occurs. When we approach life in this way, we are consciously aware of our goals. We can maneuver towards them despite what circumstances arise. The benefits of living a proactive life. When it comes to our health, being preventative is a preemptive approach. Waiting until we have a medical crisis may cause dire consequences, but consciously choosing to enhance our well-being is proactive. Taking supplements, adding movement into our lives, and getting more quality sleep are positive ways to enhance our health. Learning to de-stress and add a self-care routine into our lives is also a great way to boost our well-being. Being proactive in stress reduction is as simple as breathing. Yes, breathing. Breathing exercises cause a physical reaction in our parasympathetic nervous system, which immediately decreases our blood pressure and calms us. All we need to do is inhale, 3, 4, 5, hold for a count of 5, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 3, 4, 5. You repeat this process for full 3 breaths, and our bodies automatically calm down. Are we proactive with our mindsets? If we have a positive mindset, we are looking for growth situations and expecting splendid outcomes. But if our mindsets are negative, then we will be reactive to any situation that arises. We will feel we are putting out fires instead of moving towards our goals. Resiliency results from proactive living. Why? Because as we build our self-confidence muscle, we learn to avoid obstacles because we learn to anticipate them. This ability allows us to limit any fearful thinking and quickly bounce back from unexpected challenges because we are adaptable to the change. Innovation comes through being proactive. Unknown rewards of being proactive. Be prepared is the Cub Scout motto, and during my 8 years in the scouting program with my boys, this became a statement to live by. A little planning today could have huge payoffs later by mitigating negative consequences or the ability to turn challenges into opportunities. When we are cleaning up the consequences because we were unprepared or putting out fires of a mistake, we are wasting our resources. We squander money and time when we are reactive because we have to spend additional money and invest more time that we could use more constructively. We become more flexible in life when we are proactive because we are open to change. We know that change is neutral and therefore we can respond more effectively and overcome obstacles faster. When we are forward-looking, we are always looking for ways to improve and grow. When we find a weak area, we can quickly assess the matter and look for ways to develop it, to live a better life. We have more peace of mind when we aren't anxious about the other shoe dropping because we are confident in responding appropriately. So we live from a place of less stress. Being proactive empowers us. It inspires us to dream big. It encourages us to take action. Being proactive emboldens us to take risks. And it energizes us to keep moving forward. When we feel we have options, we feel in control of our destinies. What prevents us from being proactive? For many of us, not seeing the immediate benefits of our preemptive actions keeps us from taking any action at all. This inaction becomes procrastination. By waiting, we are stressing about the work we need to get done. We are only harming ourselves. Over time, it turns into excuses for why we aren't living the life we desire. But by changing our habits and taking small steps towards our goals, we can overcome them. So when we procrastinate, we are not managing our time well. We need to allow for ample time to do our tasks. Schedule focused time to work on each item. We also need to allow for interruptions because they always happen. So we must have some wiggle room in our schedules to complete the assignments. Part of our time management skills is to learn to prioritize. It seems obvious to do the most urgent matter first, but we also have to keep in mind that others may wait for our part of the project so they can do their part. So maybe completing that item first would be more of a priority. Having a fixed mindset keeps us in reactive mode. We like being in our comfort zone and don't actively seek ways to grow personally. Being passive means we aren't taking action steps towards our goals. We aren't engaging with others, asking questions, volunteering to help in another area. We are only doing what others expect, nothing more. And therefore we stagnate and stay small. Learning to control our responses. When a situation arises that needs to be addressed, how do we learn to respond instead of react? Learning to control our responses may seem to be a tall order, but all it requires is to pause. When we take a moment to process the situation, we allow our creative minds to look for appropriate responses and solutions. When we pause and take that deep breath, we stay calm. This ability to be composed makes for better communication and clear thinking. This moment before we respond allows us not to jump to conclusions from an emotional place. We can maintain an open perspective to deal with the circumstances from a rational place. When dealing with others, try to look at things from their perspective. Seeing another viewpoint can help us respond with compassion and empathy. When we share with others from a place of authenticity, we are open to genuine connections vital for our relationships to thrive. We need to do our best to maintain a positive outlook on life. When we do, we are taking a proactive step in not being overwhelmed by circumstances. We are more likely to see them differently than we would if we had a negative mindset. Ways to be proactive. Take responsibility for the situation. Only we can move our dreams forward, so we need to understand that our ability to respond to circumstances is crucial. We made choices that brought us to this place, and the conscious decisions we make now determine the path we move down. Blaming others or making excuses does nothing but delay our progress towards our goals. Instead, let's focus on what we can control. We can take action to change the circumstances, and that is where we need to put our energy. We hold ourselves accountable to make sure we accomplish what we need to promptly. Take part instead of watching. Proactive people are not on the sidelines of life. We are in it entirely. We take action, we speak up, and we participate in the planning of activities that involve us. Stop talking and instead take action. There are the dreamers who talk, But then there are the achievers who accomplish their dreams because they take action. Each day, one step towards the desired outcome. They're always moving forward. Think and plan. Consider where you want to go by creating a vision. Then break down the dream into steps that can be taken towards the life we want. Be consistent with how we relate to others and how we live our lives. Our behaviors affect our outcomes. We need to assess our habits so that we are unwavering in our daily activities towards success. Find our tribe, those like-minded individuals who keep us inspired and accountable. When we are with proactive people, it helps us see the benefits of this lifestyle. Proactively moving forward. As proactive people, we don't let circumstances control us. Alternatively, we have a mindset that allows us to rise as respected and influential leaders who are proactive in all we set out to accomplish. We are proactively seeking opportunities to grow and expand our souls. We seek feedback, adjust our goals, and involve others. We are calmer, organized, and in control of ourselves. As proactive individuals, we are healthier, happier, and more successful than reactive people. Do you need support to help you become more proactive in your life? Do you want a strategy to help you overcome the ego's limiting beliefs and live a successful life? If so, please reach out to me at terrykozlowski.com and we can put together an action plan for you to create the life you desire.
Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.